Welcome back to the channel, YouTubians, Paddock Cart Scale Dreams. So today, I have a final on my off-road group build. This is the one I hosted for 24. Today's the last day, so I just barely made it. I've been cramming all day. I think I started at around 10. Took a few breaks, but just finished. So yeah, first off, I want to thank everyone for who participated in the group build. Really appreciate that. I've had some really cool pictures sent to me. Watched some really cool finals. Also, people who've followed along. I really appreciate you guys' support on my channel and the other participants that have built something for this off-road group build. So big thanks to you guys, the viewers, for supporting us. So the plan is in a couple weeks or a week and a half, I'm going to do a reveal video for all those who have sent me pictures. I'm hoping everybody has sent me, who's finished, have sent me some. And if you're even a week late or whatever, send me your photos, send me what you got, and I'll include them in the video. So let's get you turned around, and we're gonna have a look at this first gen Bronco. Can't wait to see what you guys think. Here we are. So this is the kit I used. It was the Bronco half cab with the dune buggy and trailer. I obviously didn't finish the dune buggy or the trailer, but I did finish the truck. So I modified the half cab to an open cab. I'm just going to move this kit box out of the way so I can get a better view here. Okay, that's better. So the color I used was from MCW, Arcadian blue with MCW clear. I've mentioned before in one of my previous updates, this is the very first airbrush paint, 100% airbrush paint job. I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, there's a little bit of orange peel, but I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Thing looks pretty cool. So just first off, I added Fireball Model Works. I can't remember if it's a 2.5 or 3.5 lift kit. I think it's 2.5. And then I added 3 inches of body lift. So that really gave it the clearance that it needed for these big 35-inch tires, these Wranglers. So the tires are also from Fireball Model Works, and the wheels as well. They're Method race wheels. 17-inch with 35-inch tires, 12.5, 35, 12.5, 17s. And they look awesome. I'm glad I went with the light colored, really complements this color. And the wheels are, they're weighted wheels, so they have a flat bottom. So you really have to be careful when you're mounting these, that you got the flat part on the bottom. I almost messed that up. So I had to position the calipers before when I was gluing in the back halves. So that was a bit of a pain, but and I had to make my own um, connectors for the tires with round sprue. Sorry, this light is shaking. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I made a custom roll cage for it. So actually, this piece right here is from the kit, and then I robbed another one from another Bronco kit, and then made all the center bars. Amazingly, it's actually square, so that was a win. Excuse me. I made tow hooks for the on the bumpers because I mean it is a Ford. I made aluminum tips. I haven't even put the hitch on it yet. I just realized I forgot that. So and then this because this tire holder is way too small. It's like for a 30, probably a 30-inch tire. I turned it into, if you look close, I'll see if I can bring it up close. It's a fuel tank. Not a fuel tank, but a jerry can. So it's a modified tire carrier made into a jerry can. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit there. So you can see the cap there. And then I've weathered it up a little bit because it's an old piece. So I just used the kit plates, used the UV resin over the lights, painted them with transparent red Tamiya, and then I put UV resin over the whole thing. A UV resin this rear light, but you can barely tell even to the naked eye, you can barely tell that's on there. So I modified the top. I cut the top off of the half cab. This actually comes off. And then I had the kit had this latch for the, they still had it in there from the other kit, the full cab kit. So I used that as a quick release. This comes off. So I made it as if this just comes on and off. So that turned out really cool. Dechromed everything. And then I put a red, obviously the red Ford with oil-based Sharpies. And then I did the outline red all the way around, which is normally like a chrome or black or white. If it's a white, it's chrome. But obviously I went a little custom with it. Did the custom little bar on the top of the bumper and more tow hooks, recovery hooks in the front. Because like I said, it's a Ford. Just kidding. Use the kit decals. They turned out really nice. Really nice. So I removed. So there's a chrome piece that goes from here all the way across, and it's big and gaudy, and it just doesn't look to scale. So I got rid of that. Totally took that off on both sides and the back. And I think the body looks a lot cleaner with it. Really like that look. And then the rear wheel wells, I re-radiused these put styrene around here to make the raised edge. Those turned out pretty decent. They don't stick out as much as the fronts, but I mean they play the part, and you wouldn't even really notice if I didn't say anything. So I think that was a win. They turned out really good. These rear wheel wells, so you can see on both sides, they're pretty even. I had a bit of an issue right here trying to round this area off. I don't know what, for whatever reason I couldn't. And every time I sanded it, it ended up coming to this little point here. So I couldn't. Anyways, I ended up just going with it. Like I said, I blacked out all the chrome. So the fuel. Oh, I forgot my mirror. Mirror's supposed to go right there. I did that in black as well. I'll put that on. But I did really light black wash on the panel lines, hinges, all the hinges in the front for the window. They're all lightly panel lined just to give some shadowing. That turned out really nice. I used Vallejo colors on the wheels and then pigment around the outside for this chrome polished look, polished aluminum beadlock. And then I did little valve stems. The centers came separate from the tires, so they were easy to paint black. Really like this. Really like the Fireball Moldwork stuff. It took a little bit of work to get the lift kit to work. I had to do some modifications, which you're supposed to do before you paint, but I chose to paint first and then look at the directions. Because I like to do things the hard way, I guess. Pretty basic interior. I was going to do seat belts. Open cab would have been nice. But, yeah, I didn't, because just like this deadline is tonight at 12 o'clock, so I barely had time just to finish, so I wasn't going to mess around with seat belts. But the dash turned out really nice. UV resin on that gauge really brought out the little bit of the realism there. And then of course I just did some shadowing and black washing in there, so that turned out really nice. The window I had a bit of trouble with masking it, and then I got a few little dings in there. I don't even know where that came from, to be honest. I think it was from the packaging in the kit. I didn't even notice it when I was masking it off, and then when I unmasked it, they were there. So they were obviously there before. So that turned out really good. Interior looked really good. I think I used a khaki Vallejo color for the seats. And then some basic wiring here. I'm just going to readjust. Okay, some basic wiring in the engine bay. Of course, I did the ignition wires, heater hoses, batteries, cables, and the rad hose. Then just did some light weathering and dry brushing in there to bring out some details in there, make it look, so it's not a daily, but a fun weekend fun truck. What was I gonna say now? The engine, I mixed that blue color myself and then Just with folk art, did a couple different blues and a white, or a little bit of black, and then I think I had to add white because it was too dark. But yeah, pretty happy with this thing. It looks cool. Really cool. Decals on the seats, on the door, cards. You can see there. Turned out real nice. So this just lifts off. And then underneath, really had a heck of a time getting these tires on. There it is with the lift. Just painted up, detail painted, no extra wiring or nothing like that. I lost the front steering dampener. I don't know where the heck that went. But all in all, turned out really good. Pretty happy with this thing. Looks really cool too. The body lift just gives it that just enough lift to just enough lift to get those tires to clear. So if you were actually in the real world, they'd be able to turn. So yeah, that's the Bronco. Appreciate everybody checking it out. And like I said, I really appreciate everybody joining in. Everybody who joined in on with their builds, the viewers. So, really awesome. Okay, thanks a lot for checking it out, and hope everyone's doing really well, and we'll talk to you all soon. Pat out, model on.